best 2 out of 3. So this is going to be a real sort of, I haven't seen these two play in a while, so it's going to be like downloading to the extreme. Let's see how fast these players can figure each other out before, before basically the timer runs out. They only have 3 games at most to work with here. And I'm not sure on the record between these two, but also, there's actually a lot on the line for both of these players, you know? Utopian Ray, apparently he hasn't won a Xeno ever. And on top, at least what I was told, and on top of that, you know, he came back. If this is like the sort of thing where, you know, he finally returns back to New York after that long period away and takes the Xeno right away, it'll mean, you know, it'll definitely mean a lot for him. At the same time, Venia had such a strong start this season, and just over the past few weeks, it's been slipping away from him. Getting another Xeno under his belt will certainly matter a lot, and it's looking like maybe that's where he's headed, as he only takes 17%, finishing off that stock with that counter.
Yo, if I remember correctly, he was recently talking on Twitter about trying to find some sort of utility out of substitute.
I remember that.
Saying how, because it is worth noting, it is a very strange counter in the grand scheme of counters in competitive play here in Smash. You can control the angle of which you fly out, and you leave in place either a log of wood or the substitution bell. And that was a very good call on Venia's half, knowing that it would have enough knockback to kill on Counted City. Getting a phenomenal lead and just continuing to pressure Ray.
Yeah, 83% already. This is going to look like a quick match in game 1 here. And look at that escape option from Venia. Yeah, he's trying to Shadow Sneak out of it. Shadow Sneak can cancel hit stun, but he still has to be careful. Okay, the forward smash downward angle from Utopian Ray. Right now, he managed to... Okay, he's lapped in percent, though, once again. This whole stock lead for Venia is looking pretty good for him at the moment. Oh, wow.
Very well-timed back air is going to net game 1 for Venia. Very convincingly.
Oh, yeah. And I just want to say, we're seeing new things from Venia today. Like, first of all, the patience in his play. Not so much this game, but earlier in the tournament, we saw him really slow down the match, which is not something that you think of when you think of Venia. And at the same time, like, we see substitute. Like, that's not something normal. The back airs. He's been using that back air so well this entire tournament. So maybe Venia went into the training room, came up with some new stuff for this character, and now we're getting the showcase of what that character can do now. New and improved.
Yo, meanwhile, Ray doing all the dumb things that Rosalina and Luma can do.
Yo, did somebody say dumb things? Venia immediately gets the turnaround with that combo, but yeah, this is looking grim for him. That juggle situation, he is not able to touch the ground. No jump. Oh.
But down there, just managing to pressure Ray a little bit more. And Venia just doing what he can to make sure that Luma is a non-factor of this match. Putting tons of pressure up, being able to bring this percentage back rather quickly.
Okay, gets those jabs. Double jab to F-tilt. Shuriken to put Utopian Ray off stage. Okay, another neutral air out of shield. Ooh, tries to go for the substitute again. That time doesn't get that crazy punish.
No, he said he's just going to feint it so that he hits the ledge.
That was so smart, but a beautiful tech from Venia is keeping him alive.
Sitting at 123%. Any major hit from Venia at this point could very well kill Utopian Ray. A lot of rage behind him and still building up the percentage on Ray, now nearing 100 plus, sitting at 113 and counting, and Venia rapidly able to go from ledge to ledge. Regardless of not getting these kills, the ledge pressure staying on him, only just now being reversed in Ray's favor. And the up airs to maintain that pressure. Excellent decision making from Ray, but it's not going to be enough. Venia is holding onto these ledges for dear life.
Look at that, 130%. Whoever gets this next stock, it will be huge. Venia trying to read the roll there. Utopian Ray not giving it to him. Oh, that back air going to steal it. Yes, it will. Venia managing to take that stock after that really grim start. Okay, gets the air dodge though.
Why are you air dodging though?
It's scary.
Very uncharacteristic of Venia, and he gets blown up for it.
It's very scary.
Yeah, he's just a star. It's just a star, baby.
Okay. Oh. Right now these percents are looking pretty even. Luma back in play, but will Venia be... Yeah, Venia kind of struggling to get these early kills on Luma. And we've seen what happens when Utopian Ray has Luma as a factor.
I like the double hit out of the down air. Luma was just around, and it was actually Rosalina who extended the hitbox for once.
Okay, the good forward air once again putting Utopian Ray off stage. Oh, there's a play at the Smashville platform. That's scary for both of these guys right now. They're at that sort of percent where nothing will kill them except for some Smashville shenanigans.
Yes, it is worth noting that the right-hand side of the stage is ever so slightly different from the left in that it's very slightly closer to the blast zone. And more importantly, the right-hand ledge of the base platform has a lot of properties, while minute, make them so that you cannot tech off of certain parts of that platform.
Right, 104% right now onto Venia. The down smash roll behind. Utopian Ray trying to find this opening. The trump doesn't work out, but he's still able to continue the pressure. Right now, frame trapping Venia. He's not able to find a way back. Right as I say that, manages to get this grab. Utopian Ray, though, able to space outside of that down smash. Tries to keep the ledge pressure going. The grab, let's see what he'll do off of it. Putting Venia off stage in a bad spot.
He's going to be sitting at max rage, and Venia finally coming back on, but another back throw. It's not going to be killing. However, with 2 minutes left on the clock, all of this pressure is making sure that Utopian Ray brings us into a Game 3 situation.
Yeah, fantastic work. You saw just the way that that Utopian Ray was inside of Venia's head at the end there. It seems like Venia, you know, he's playing very smart at these mid percents, and then it feels like Utopian Ray just knows his panic. As soon as Venia is like scared and it's like, you know, oh, I'm going to, you know, be dying from these hits, that's when all of a sudden Utopian Ray just clicks and he's just punishing every single option that Venia is trying to do to make it out of these bad situations.
So the Game 3 pick is Town and City. All right, so it's a strong pick from Venia. However, it's a risky one. The presence of the platforms and the lower blast zone are going to be helping out a lot to Rosalina. However, we've seen Venia's movement throughout the day, and it's just been phenomenal with the usage of these platforms, as well as this specific transitional phase. The way that he's able to move pressure on this part can make the difference for Venia if he can at least maintain this percentage rate that he's keeping on Utopian Ray.
Oh, that up air is huge. Now look at this, 82% already on Utopian Ray. Not necessarily the, you know, it's not like he's in an unsurmountable situation. At the same time, though, reading that jump, Venia putting Utopian Ray way off stage. He's forced to up B to the ledge. I love the patience, but it's still not enough. Venia able to capitalize on that neutral getup. Whoa.
All right, just the charge forward smash. It's in the opposite direction, but it's able to put out plenty of pressure. And all of this offstage play is giving Utopian Ray enough time to get his Luma back. However, it's instantly just kicked back.
Oh, there's the trump at last. Oh, there's no way he's making it back.
I was just about to say, how come Venia has a down smash yet? We haven't seen him use that all day. Here it comes. Too little dichotomically enough to rip apart Rosalina.
Oh, I'm surprised there. A little bit late on the trigger. Utopian Ray uncharacteristically dropping that check chase. We now have 70% on Venia, which is definitely, he can feel comfortable about this one. Maybe not.
This is against Rosalina Luma we're talking about, and Rosa piloted by Utopian Ray.
Oh, really smart there. You remember that game 2? He still went for the air dodge that time. Smart enough to not let it happen, but at the same time, it doesn't matter.
Not smart enough to not get duffed by both Rosalina and Luma, dying atrociously at 130%. However, Venia trying to clock in a little bit of percentage now so he can try and surmount some sort of palpable lead. Needs something here, but Ray is getting a lot of very quick, dangerous conversions.
These guys are going blow for blow right now, but a smart grab from Venia separates the two. He manages to take out Luma, but he's eating all of this damage, even from a solo Utopian Ray. He doesn't need Luma to just tack on percent. But one thing is that it's much harder for him to get down to the ground without Luma. Luma spawning at the last second to help him maybe a little bit just in terms of pressure. The back air sending him way off. Okay, Utopian Ray trying to look for these punishes, but at the moment, okay,
Ray
the
coming
down
down
air.
with the down air was fantastic. Gives him enough stage play. And back air from Luma is sending Venia out deep.
An attack, amazing stuff from Venia, keeping himself alive here at 108%. Oh, he tried to...
Goes for the upward angled forward smash. Not often do we see from Rosalina's. And especially in this situation, it may very well have saved Venia.
This is so scary at the moment. Both of these players really want this win. Securing themselves a winner's spot in Grand Finals will be huge. And 120% on Venia is awfully scary. One down tilt, though, could mean the match. And you see him fishing for it at the moment. Okay, the grab, that's going to be a mix-up.
But
and
Luma's coming in to save him. And that's going to be that. Game 3 in a less hit situation where Venia was assured to get the kill. Luma saves the day.
And Ralphie off on the sidelines can't speak because of his
He
gums.
popped off so hard it hurt.
Yeah. Are we going to have Ralphie Utopian Ray Grand Finals?
I've seen it a few times.
Oh, I have to.
It's some good stuff.
Yeah, guys, respect Luma. I know in
No,
that